let me stick it in your fart pipe.
When it makes me want to have sex with him. It sounds like such a vibe, doesn't it?
But it's not actually true.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Can I tell you one of the worst moments of my life ever?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I fart a lot when I jog. My party trick is I've squatted like grown men.
Do you want to squat me right now?
I can try.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
I've just done a 2-hour walk.
Yeah.
So
Well, you always do that. You always do like walks and shit and go.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you?
I love
You
it.
must chafe
Fitness?
like fuck.
No, a lot. Sometimes I wear jock straps.
Oh, okay.
For just a walk.
Well,
Don't tease me so early on in the
so
pod.
so I don't get swamp ass.
What's that?
A swampy.
It doesn't mean you don't get swamp ass. It just means your swamp ass is more controlled. I
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah,
want to
so-
sniff that jock
How
strap
do
when
you
you're
know?
done
No.
with it. Because I'm a king of swamp
No,
ass. Look at me.
but
Start
when I
on.
wear
Let's have a look. It should be.
a jock strap though, normally I just put it on just before.
Yeah.
Whenever anyone goes there, it's always fresh. but yeah,
I think I've told you this before. Actually, you're like, because you're such like an ambassador for like, if you're gonna do sex, do it properly,
Yeah.
do it right, and you've like changed mine and Beth's sex life a little bit.
What?
have you been
Genuinely
doing
serious,
that,
yeah.
you know?
Like we bought a douche, bro.
Oh, great.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's
But we don't
just
even do
nice.
that. That's just for me. If she wants to put a digit up there.
I think it's. Do you feel better when you've do?
I've not used it yet.
All right.
Not
okay.
used it yet, but like, we
I-
have bought it. Do you know what I mean? But she's not put a digit up in there
I
in quite some
think
time.
everyone
We're going away
should
though.
do it. If you've ever got like an interview you're nervous about or anything, it just gives you a bit of confidence.
Now we know we got Jonathan Ross.
Because you feel the skinniest you've
Popped his
ever
way to the
felt.
top.
Oh, really? Just for the MC.
Yeah.
I've douched before. I have douched
Have ya?
before. Yeah. Solidarity. Like first time when me and my missus first started seeing each other.
Did it in Pride Month.
No, she was like, we were gonna do the anal for the first time. The anal, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm gonna clean it out. This is the process. I was a novice. It was my first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to see what that's like. And it was hell on earth, and I'm never gonna do it again.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
The mess that I made.
It's a big part of myself. Care.
Yeah.
I
But
did
did
it-
I just do it wrong? Because can't you like flush it? Like, can't if you flush too high, can't you like open Pandora's box?
Are we gonna have to wiki how
Oh
to
yeah,
douche?
but if you've never done it before, then it's gonna be
Yeah.
like you could be there for an hour or so.
Yeah,
But
I-
I've got
Not
I
again.
gotta feel like I speak about it on everything I do, but
It's news to me.
I've got
Write
fiber,
about what you know.
fiber pills and stuff. So if I'm gonna get bummed, I'll start taking them the day before, or whatever. Just
Really?
control-
Yeah. Prep.
And then I don't have to douche as long. But if I've got time in the day, I don't mind douching because it just like honestly, yesterday I was doing it while my boyfriend was at work and I knew I was going to see him after. So
Yeah.
and we got a hotel and everything. So I just checked in the hotel early and then watched Hunger Games on Netflix
Whilst
on my
douching,
phone whilst douching.
Can I ask how fuming are you if you do all that and then he's tired?
Yeah.
Or like he's got a headache? Do you know what I mean? Because like I get annoyed when I shave my shaft and she's like, "Ooh."
Oh.
Do you know?
Like, do you know what I mean? I couldn't imagine like
know-
fiber pills, loads of bananas, and then fucking douching.
Like, I know what he's going in for. So
Okay, good.
Don't matter how tired you're gonna.
He's gonna
jump
wake
in
up.
on it. The
jock strap is clean.
So but also if he was, I wouldn't be that bothered because I do it for like to prepare for sex, but I really don't mind douching.
Yeah.
Like if I've got something to do in the day, I don't mind being in the bathroom. Just douching.
That's what I was going to ask. I was like, doesn't it take the spontaneity out of things though if you're like pre-prepping like that? You know what's
but you
coming.
can last it for a couple of hours.
Yeah, true.
But also as well, like I've always like even say I was a woman or whatever, I would still want to have sex before date night. Like I don't understand why people go out for a big meal and then have sex. So what we do is we have sex and then get ready again and go back
Perfect
out.
sense. Makes
And
perfect
then
sense.
You can just like enjoy and eat and drink whatever you want
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
feeling like, ugh.
Go for a massive
More
Indian
people
and then
need to
you're
do that.
Yeah.
like whispering sweet nothings over the table.
Yeah.
You get 5 poppadoms and you're like, scrap that, scratch the
Yeah.
record.
I'm eating all the courses and I'm falling asleep afterwards. That's what's happening.
But yeah, so it's just like, and then it's actually really nice then because you have your date. So you have your sex, then you have your date, and then you just come back and cuddle. And it's like, this is just great.
That's the right order to do things. I suppose when
He
I
makes
said...
me want to have sex with him. He just sounds like such a night. It just sounds like such a good night.
This is your bedroom, isn't it?
Yeah. Can't wait for the second half of this pod. He just bent me over this table.
This is really, really good. This.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks.
Yeah, like that you... do they know that you record at your mum's?
Yeah, it's well trodden ground. Yeah.
But I think that's really nice of her.
Yeah. She could just put any old shite in this.
Do you know? So when I split up with my ex during the first week of lockdown, I had to move back to my mum's for a couple of months, not for long, but like for a few months.
Yeah,
the disdain.
Yeah, no, but I mean, do you know, I moved out when I was a teenager. I'm 30 now, so like going home for like. That's
I live
one
with
reason,
my wife's mum and dad.
That's oh really? Oh no! Oh,
I feel like do you know what the funny thing is? He might have told you on the last episode a year ago.
I've been there a while. Yeah. Too comfy now. You know, you've got a cost of living crisis. I've got me fucking teammate for me every night.
Yeah, no.
Parents saving them have sex crisis.
That's one reason why I'm moving back to Manchester is because I just don't want to be staying at my mum's all the time. But when I have to stay there now because I'm living in London.
Yeah.
So when I'm up, I'll stay there. But when I moved there for a couple of months during lockdown, I was doing loads of Zoom gigs, and my mum's got like the bedroom that I'm in hasn't been decorated since like the 80s. So like, and she got really old fashioned wardrobes, and she got dead upset because I kept getting heckled on Zoom. By people going, are you in a caravan? Because she's got like proper caravan looking cupboards. So then she was a bit devastated because she was like, oh, I thought it looked all right, but everyone's saying it's like a really old caravan.
So funny. Like the idea of like fucking comedians having to deal with heckles. What about the comedian's mum?
Can I tell you about a heckle? I got a really interesting one the other week because I've been doing stand-up 8 years, right? And normally I've had like the odd gay thing, but I've never had one about being like a northern offensive heckle before.
Really?
Yeah, I did a gig in a private school the other week.
Oh, God.
Honestly, because I wanted to see what one looked
what it's like. Yeah.
So I really wanted, because I've, in this job, you meet loads of the people who work in this industry went to private school, and some of them are my friends, but I don't know why.
What it's like, yeah.
Well, I don't know what the money was spent on, because I don't want to be mean, but I think some of them are like thick as fuck.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
it's quite common that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, didn't like fucking, is it Prince Harry or something? Got like fucking 2 Ds and a B in art or something like that, and it was like 150 grand.
When you're the prince, how hard do you have to try?
Yeah, you're gonna get whatever you want anyway.
But so I did this gig in the private school, and it was for all the parents and the teacher. And literally a minute being on stage, some guy's like, "Tell us a joke about pies."
Oh.
And the annoying thing is, I just spoke about pies.
You're quite passionate about it.
I actually, the annoying
No one
thing,
knew there were cream pies there.
But the annoying thing is, my grandma taught me how to bake when I was 8, so I couldn't even fight the stereotype. I was like, I'm actually really good at making pies.
It's like your special subject on Masterminds.
So yeah, but
What is a quince?
But yeah, he was like, "Tell us one about pies," and I thought, God, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny though.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't remember who it was. I was speaking to an actor who like went to a private school and wasn't a knobhead, and I asked about it, like, how did that happen? And they were like, when you're in it, like when you go to private school and everyone around just sort of come from that background, and like, they're basically a lot of people who go to private school, their whole life's like planned out for them after it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna go there, you're gonna do this afterwards, you're gonna work at your dad's hedge fund, that sort of thing. You're just living in such a fucking bubble that you're not seeing the real world.
Well, it was weird watching
interactions.
the parents, because they were the parents of the kids, and there was like one table of like these women who I was like, did have proper mean girl vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's all they've ever known, though, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mental. I think like that they don't have that. they've never had to walk past the fucking smackhead in the street, have they? Do you know what I mean? Well, probably have, to be fair. They live down south.
Well, it was a really nice part. I've never been there before. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like just out of London. Yeah. And it was very posh.
Yeah. See, I don't like looking.
How did you do? Sorry. How did you go down on the night? Like, did you storm it, or was it like ropey? Because
I did fine. I just did. How did I handle it? I basically was just like, you've never seen anyone from the north before, and then just kind of. And then they were really quite timid as an audience. So I just told loads of cum jokes.
Sick.
Just
out of school.
Just to like,
and then a hard right turn into pies.
Yeah. And then just kind of ripped into the head teacher a bit.
Yeah.
Because that was there for the taking actually. Because he was a big. He had all the old oil paintings from all the head teachers.
Fuck off,
and
really?
No one had wrote nonce on any of them. But there was like a little gap on the wall, and I said to the head teacher's like, is that going to be where you're going? And he was like, oh, I don't. I was like, don't pretend you don't think about it every day. You love it. So then I just ripped into him.
That's his World Cup, that, isn't it? That's his World Cup win. Like the day he finally gets up there.
Oh, Joe, you said the writing on the painting. Like, when I was in school, there was this teacher who was really short, and I don't think she was like, I don't know how to say this correctly, but a medical dwarf. I don't think she had dwarfism, but she was extremely short. You know, she'll have been on the cusp of it. And we came in, we followed the sixth formers like our lesson, and one day we came into the classroom, and just along the top of the whiteboard, one of the sixth formers had written, "Ha ha, you can't reach." And it just remained there for the entirety of the lesson and wasn't addressed. Do you know, we didn't say nothing about it, but the teacher didn't address it or acknowledge it. How heavy is that?
That is really
She deserves a fucking oil painting of hair up in the building. Not that.
The highest she's ever been.
Oh, fuck. It's bad that though, isn't it?
How old were you?
What?
Could have you not gone up and...
Yeah, but who's going to do that? Do you want to get scared of that? No, I wasn't. I don't think I was tall enough. I probably was, actually. I'm just trying to backtrack. That thought didn't even enter my mind, you know, after all these years. I could have taken it down. I
would have done that kid. Straight away.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a good person, Josh. That's the difference between me and you, isn't it?
Yeah. You're too nice. You're too lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to flirt with you.
Yeah. You're just lovely, aren't you? Just as he wants to shag me and how lovely I am. Okay. And now I'm in his childhood bedroom.
For what it's worth, this was not my childhood bedroom. We moved around a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually, because these flats look newish.
Yeah,
for Stockport. You made me feel like a scumbag about the teachers. I actually wanted to backtrack and ask you a question.
Okay.
I want to backtrack and ask you a question about jockstraps. What do you recommend? I've been doing a lot of walking lately. I'm being serious. I've been doing a lot of walking lately.
Usually, like, this is a sort of, it gets a little bit like, I don't know, we up the ante and stuff when we bring on a guest that does a return. You know what I mean? We start to ask them all the really, the cutting edge questions, like about the jock straps and that.
I just get Calvin Klein ones.
Ooh, and did they work? Did they stop like this chafing nonsense?
You said about chafing.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm all right. And I've got pretty big balls.
I can tell.
A man after my own heart. Yeah. My balls are fucking massive.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah,
dog balls.
Yeah,
dog balls.
I'll tell you what.
This
is how big they are, right? Beth's friend has seen me do stand up.
Yeah, I thought he was going to say about you.
I thought that as well.
Well, this is it, right? She's seen me do stand up, thought nothing of it, carried on with our lives, and then recently she's seen my ball bag.
Wow.
Don't worry about that. But she recently seen my ball bag, and the first thing she said was, "Yeah, he has got big balls, hasn't he?" Right to Beth, and I was fucking mortified.
Your balls have been the talk of the town.
Yeah. So the point was they've actually fucking spoke about it. Yeah. They're long, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably have spoke about my boyfriend's genitals with like Morgan, me mate, or whatever.
Yeah.
I just said he's got a big dick, but I've said that like. Oh, I've just said it now.
Yeah.
I don't get that kudos from my wife. I got fucking shafted by my wife. I think I talked about it on this before, but we were at a fucking whose birthday was it? Fair birthday party. So it was a bunch of mums and kids. It was her best mate's kid's birthday party, and someone was just saying they had the kid on the lap. They were just chatting away about the birth, and they said how they thought he was going to be a girl on all the scans. And it was a surprise he was a boy, and that happened to me. So you're just trying to like relate. I was like, oh, my parents thought I was going to be a girl, and I made a comment about me dick not being picked up by the scanner, and then they went, oh, I noticed how your wife's not chipping in to defend yet, and she went, yeah, Joe, just a joke. Do you know what I mean? A joke at my expense. Tiny dick, ha ha ha. Everyone laughed, and then she started to apologise to me in front of them.
That's the correct reaction. I had the exact same reaction.
Then everyone knows it's true.
But it's not actually true.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Turn it in immediately.
That's why I've brought it up twice.
Turn it in immediately. Are you packing? Be honest, because you've talked about this before and you played it down loads. Are you packing?
No, I am astoundingly average. I think if you saw my flaccid penis, yeah, astoundingly average.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? The national average. What is the national average? I don't want to downplay myself.
5.6.2 inches.
Yeah, I'm below average.
That is 5.5 or something, isn't it?
But no, I am like But I think what is impressive about my dick is the flaccid to turgid difference. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you saw my floppy dick, you'd be like, why is there a thumb between his legs?
Yeah.
But then if you saw my stiff dick, you'd
You're
be like,
a
where did
grower.
that come from?
You're a grower.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
nice.
It's not that like, it's not that it
Do you
grows
ever think, where do you put the extra skin?
all the time.
Where
Sometimes
does
it
it go?
retracts.
Well, it just gets tighter, doesn't it?
Sometimes it
Yeah,
retracts.
So like, if you grab your floppy dick, you'd be able to like extend the skin and be able to pull it.
I don't think
But
you
then-
could pull it that.
No, yeah,
long.
but like it's not going that long, is it? Is it?
Pull,
you
you pull it
it's not-
as long as your penis, though. Can you?
Well, there's loads of it, isn't there?
Loads of what? Penis or skin?
No, yeah, but like it stretches the whole way through. Do you know what I mean? So you're not grabbing the bottom of it and then trying to get
but
it
I
to
thought
reach
some
the
of it might come from, I don't know what you call this bit, the mound.
I call it the pouch, but the mound is
the
much
food
better.
Mound.
It's a
yeah, the
mound.
little mound.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it could come out from.
What like it like? It's like it sheafs up in and out.
Yeah, I
like that.
don't know. But science, it's amazing. But yeah, what was we talking about?
I have no idea.
It was
I have
my
no
dick.
idea.
We
We
were
always get weirdly sexual whenever like you're on. I mean, it's only the second time.
Do you
but I
know
feel
what
it was
though?
that
Like
last
whenever
time.
I do podcasts with my straight friends, I think they just like Josh will speak about sex. I don't
Well,
mind.
we had Daniel Muggleton on yesterday, and we spoke about Australia. So like everyone needs a thing.
Yeah. So, but
I was asking about like the jockstrap thing and the walking. Now we've talked about dicks. Does your dick like retract inside you when you exercise?
I don't know.
No, I wish I never brought it up.
What you do get
Why
smaller
are you
when
exercising
you exercise.
naked?
If I'm not naked, but like if I'm on a treadmill, which I am, I'm going to the gym at the moment,
Oh,
Josh.
great,
Yeah, I'm on a
lovely.
journey. I'm on an upward trend in
How's
terms of
it
activity. I mean, well, I've dropped the best part of a stone. Thanks for noticing.
That's great.
Best part of a
How
stone.
long in?
I'm going mostly my walks. I'm going outside, so I'm trying to get like about an hour in a day at least.
Yeah.
Hour and a half walking.
That's
And
fucking
then-
rookie numbers compared to Josh.
Yeah, I know.
mate.
Mr. 2
Where
hours.
have
make me
you
look
walked
bad.
from today? 2 hours. Where have you
Well,
walked
I
from?
was in town and I walked from town to my mum's. So that was about an hour, and then from my mum's to here, which is about 2 hours and a bit. So I've done about 3 hours.
Yeah, but I agree. Like
God.
at first, when if you'd have said that to me a few months back, I'd been like, "Why the fuck do you want to do that?" I like it, me. I'll only do the treadmill if the weather's
But
bad.
that's how I do all my writing and stuff. I
Oh,
know
really?
This probably quite boring.
No, it's
for the
interesting. I think
listeners.
it's interesting.
fine.
But yeah, when writing stand up and stuff, so I put my headphones in and pretend I'm on the phone, but I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, so you're
Or-
recording it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I have a microphone in my bedroom and I'm like, yeah. And I love it.
I would love to see you in the wild having that
I just like,
conversation.
yeah.
Well, that's it. Having seen your set, you must sound like a fucking sociopath walking down the street.
Yeah. So, yeah, I probably do actually. I don't give a fuck though. But yeah, so that's why I love walking. I just get all my best thoughts when I'm
Yeah.
outside.
I'm the opposite. I drown myself. Maybe I should try and do this. I drown my thoughts out. Just podcast or music. Just
No, but sometimes
think, switch
well,
off.
I've started. I'll listen to music for a bit, but
Yeah.
then I'll be like, right, I need to work. So then I'll put music with like no words in.
Yeah.
And I was started listening to like classical music. So I'll put in Beethoven in Spotify. And then I was like, right, fuck it, I'm a bit bored with Beethoven. I've listened to over Beethoven. And I was like, I need more classical. And I couldn't think of anything else. So now I just listen to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Yeah, don't you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah,
I listen
so-
to movie soundtracks as
Yeah.
well.
But it's good because like So what I do is I'll listen.
Do you like walk as if you're in the fucking fellowship?
But I'll listen to Whitney for about 20 minutes and I'll get me little groove on, have a little sing to myself. And then I'll probably phone someone and then I'll do some work.
So you still talked about it like it was a big, long writing process, but you're just like every other person who sits at a desk where you procrastinate for an hour and 45 minutes and then do 15 minutes of writing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Like I just, it's so much better being outside though, innit? Like fucking walking or running on a treadmill is so boring, and that's why I brought the dick thing up before. Like I feel it like going inside me, and I'm having to like pull it out because walking's weird. Yeah, and then I'm looking around like, has anyone seen it? Because I don't want to be seen in the mirror on the treadmill, like going like that, trying to readjust.
Oh no, I don't do that.
No.
I fart a lot when I jog. Do you know when you go for a jog, I feel like it gets your farts out here, doesn't it?
I just fucking, that's my default.
Tell him right now what you just told me before we started recording.
Just before we started recording, because I didn't want to talk about it on the podcast. Nah, I'm not bothered. It's fucking, you made this mess and you can fucking sleep in it. My missus is gone. She's gotten too comfortable, mate. Too comfortable, and she set up a group chat, even though it's just me and her, but you know, so it's separate from our main chat in WhatsApp, called the Fart Pipe, where she just sends me farts. And I have not sent a single one back, and she's not got the message. Do you want me to play some for you?
No, I don't.
Some of my wife's farts.
I don't love this.
The most annoying thing is the laugh of pride after each fart, and it's the same every single time.
See,
she's going to be cringing at this.
It's so funny because I've got no shame when I'll speak about anything, but when it comes to like poos and stuff, I don't like to talk about me pooing. Yeah. But it's more just because I don't want like me boyfriend to ever think of my arsehole like that. Yeah. Because he only ever sees it when it's like shiny.
Pristine.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Still it banged.
Yeah. Like full on Kim and Aggie sort of job. Yeah. So, yeah, like, I don't know. I've always been a bit like,
do you want me to not play the farts?
No, you can
then?
Do the farts.
I don't know. They're just,
but yeah,
it's just too
it's so weird because nothing knocks me sick apart from like poo. I'm like, oh.
She called this chat the Fart Pipe as well because we saw like a porno years ago that stuck with us because the people in it were proper northern.
You saw like walking down the street and then
we stumbled upon a porno. Yeah. And when I say we, I mean I, and then I showed there. Do you know what I mean? We weren't just fucking scrolling through together.
A northern porno.
So northern, and the fella was going, "Oh, let me stick it in your fart pipe."
No.
Yeah, and then when he was
fart pipe?
Yeah, and then he was.
Is that what you called a bubble?
Yeah, and then he was bumming her.
Oh, I love it.
And he was bumming her, and then he went, "Oh, it's like a lassie band round me dick end." Yeah.
I keep joking with my boyfriend, telling him I'm going to give him a tit wank. And he hates it. He hates it because I keep going, oh, feel me jabs. But he hates that I call him jabs. And I'm like, oh, I've got me jabs.
I haven't heard them called jabs in ages.
Yeah, well,
your fucking dad's tits.
It actually knocks him sick. And I'm stood at the end of the bed going, oh, me jabs. But
you put that voice on as well.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here like really like anxious waiting on these
farts.
So they're just quick but loud. Okay, there's 3 of them. Well, there's 4, but I was in the room next to her for number 4, so there's no point. Like, I was like, "Why are you doing that? I'm sat next to you." Right, that's number.
That one was solid. Although you're covering your nose just in case.
Oh yeah.
You interrupted number 3 then. It wasn't finished. There was a finale. Replay.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
That one did actually get me because of that last bit. But the thing is, she doesn't realise it's a waveform. Yeah. So, spoiler alert, I saw it coming.
So one thing I do like to do, which I find quite funny, but it's just for me really, is because I use, do you know those Manscaped things?
Are they worth it?
Yeah, so you do them on your balls and stuff, but I just do it on my bum crack as well. So when I shave my bum all, I put a mirror on the floor and I squat over it.
Yeah.
But one thing I like to do is, I find it dead funny because I've got a tight little bum, I'll not do it. And
Bragging.
yeah, and I like to do a little fart and look in the mirror because it goes, and it really makes me giggle. And I'll just be giggling to myself naked in my bedroom. 30-year-old man just squatting over my mirror doing a little poop. And I'm like, I love it. It's
That's why
so
I've got the
funny.
fucking hairiest ass known to man. I don't have the athleticism to pull that off. I have been doing squats in the gym, no, weighted. I'm doing weights now. Don't know if you can tell.
Swole, mate.
Yeah, 5 weeks in.
Great, you enjoying it?
Joe, I actually am. I don't want to be that knobhead who talks about it, but I am. I've noticed a shift in my mentality. It's not a chore anymore. I actually like it.
Do you have a goal?
Yeah, no. I just want to feel. I want to feel fucking just a bit stronger. It's not like I want to, get to a certain weight or lose a certain amount of weight. I just want to feel less tired doing fucking hardly anything.
I want to lose a stone.
Yeah.
So,
But do you not think the numbers kind of like...
no, I've figured it
arbitrary?
out. A stone, right? So I'm like in the average, like healthy weight for my height.
Yeah.
And a stone is just the bottom of healthy before it gets too skinny.
Okay.
So I want to be like,
Just on the cusp.
on the cusp of too skinny. So I'm like, oh no.
On the cusp of heroin addict.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. Stood there as a heroin addict. It's like, oh, do you want a chit wank?
That's it. You're maintaining jeb weight. Is
But
that the
I've
idea?
got very heavy legs because I've got quite strong legs. I can squat.
I'm throwing it back. So
Well,
much.
yeah,
It's from the shaving.
but I can squat my mates. I have done when I'm
Fuck
drunk.
off.
Like my party trick is I've squatted like grown men.
Do you want to squat me right now?
I've not done it in a while. I can do.
I would love that.
Do you want to squat me right now?
How heavy are you?
I'm 14 and a half.
Oh, I don't know.
Just over 14 and a half.
I only squat. I've squatted probably about 12 stone is my heaviest. I don't know.
Yeah.
You
We've
might-
not got a load of space, have we? Do
Don't
No.
fucking... Oh, you're fucking... That's so disappointing.
you want to try?
I can try.
Yeah,
Let's
go
do
on.
it. How is this going to... Am I getting on your back? Like what?
No,
You don't...
stand up.
Fireman carry me?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Okay,
do.
right, hang on.
Your gooch is going to be in tatters from the strain.
My what?
Yeah, it's going to have to grab you like that, innit?
Right, let me try.
This is... Ah, look at this.
Look at the face.
Hey, he's doing it. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, I
Nearly.
can't do that. I'll do it again. I'm a beast.
That face. Don't you dare tell me your dick didn't retract then. Because that face said it did.
Hey, mine definitely did.
How old are you? How tall are you? How heavy are you?
3 questions.
26, 6'3", nearly 15 stone. Anymore?
Your address,
Well,
your sort code, your
14,
account
10,
number.
something- I'm weighing close. It was probably more than 15, actually.
Everyone, I didn't do too bad.
No, I was
you
impressed, to
didn't.
be fair. I couldn't
solid,
do that.
Solid.
After
We got
proper-
the teaser sorted. I reckon with more space, you'd have nailed that.
Yeah,
It was
maybe.
restricted, though.
Also, I didn't know I was
restricted.
gonna do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you didn't
Right.
limber up.
Yeah, and every other time I've done it, I've been drunk.
Right, yeah. You don't feel
Stronger,
anything when
aren't you?
you're drunk.
Strong.
Should we do some features? There's one here that says, I think it'd be really cool if you got the guests to squat you.
Done, boxed it.
No, this one's been sent in, but I didn't get the name. I didn't actually save the name on it, so I apologise if this is you. But this one says, okay, right. It just says, "Hiya lads, saw this on TikTok and I thought I'd send it in. You're trapped in a room for one whole year. You have no phone, no books, no TV, nothing. Think prison, but without the freedom. Just an empty room. Food will be delivered through a hatch 3 times a day, and you won't be able to speak to the person delivering it. If you last a year, you get £1 million. Could you do it?"
No,
Couldn't. I don't think I could do it at
I
all.
could never
It's
do
not
that.
worth it.
No.
I
just-
couldn't do that for a week.
I can barely
Really?
spend 10 minutes with my own thoughts, let alone a fucking year.
I
Nothing.
I can't not talk to people. That'd be me thing.
Yeah.
I literally, like, I get told off all the time for just never being silent.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, just like, a lot of my friends and everyone who knows me close is like, you just can't shut up. I can
why
watch
do you
a
wanna be silent
film-
with people?
I can watch
Yeah,
a
okay.
film, but like, say I'm in bed with me boyfriend, like just even with my boyfriend, I'm just like, just talking all the
Yeah.
time. And he even had to go at me because I'm really bad at directions. Because if we're driving around Manchester, obviously I'll know where we're going. But he says we always miss corners because I'm like, and then this happened, and then
Oh shit! left. Yeah.
And I just get distracted.
Joe, you were saying about you don't talk through films,
Hero, by the way.
I respect that, and I think it's scum to talk through films. I'll pause them if I want to say something, and that fucking burns me wife's head out.
Oh, I'll pause and still talk through them. It just takes double the length to get through one. I still talk through them. I just pause them.
The arrogance of you two, though, to think that what you've got to say is better than the script that somebody took years writing.
Sometimes it's a fact about the film. Oh, did you know he was in that?
No one gives a fuck about those facts.
I do.
Did you know that he was in that? That's not a fact about the film. That's a fact about the guy.
Can I retract what I've just said? Like, I do talk through film. Because I'm just thinking.
You just flashed back. Have you just been flashing back?
I don't talk.
All the arguments.
No, what I was thinking is I don't talk through films when I watch them on my own.
Because you got them.
But when I watch it with other people, I talk through every film I watch.
Fucking hate you.
It's gonna be the biggest U-turn. Because what I was gonna say, like, sorry.
In the cinema.
Don't do it then.
Because you deserve
That's
to die.
disrespect.
That's different. That's different. It's an event.
I'm too busy because I've got a Tango Ice Blast on one side. I'd really use the day out.
In the other
I don't think I've ever wanked anyone off in a cinema.
You don't think?
Have you ever done anything in a public place?
I've had heavy petting in a cinema, but no, I've never wanked anyone off in a cinema.
I was such a chicken shit in the cinema. It took me the whole. I went to.
I just feel like there must be cameras.
There is, yeah. I've seen.
Is there?
Yeah, they see everything.
Is that because of like people like recording films and that for pirating?
Do you know what though? I've cried
what sort of films
on my own in the cinema at films, and I think I'd rather get caught wanking someone else.
Why? Well, what was the film?
I think it's more embarrassing. Because we travel so much. I had a really embarrassing cinema encounter when I was gigging, and then to kill some time before a gig, I always go to the cinema if I've got like a full day somewhere. And I went to watch Ant-Man, right?
The first one.
The new one. But because I had to get ready, because I had to be at the venue, didn't even know what I was watching. I was like, I'll just watch whatever's on next and I'll go watch that. But it was in the 4D cinema. Do you know the 4D ones?
Yeah.
So the chairs, like, every time a punch goes out, you fucking get it in the back. Or if they shoot a gun, it's like, pooh, pooh. So, honestly, I only made it 2 minutes into the film. I did the trailers, and then I did the film. And then I was like, and I was all through the trailers, because one of the trailers was for Creed. So that would just fucking battered me. And then I was like, this is just awful. And then I ate me nachos and had me Tango Ice Blast.
As quick as you could.
Yeah, but I got mustard all over. No, this is what I actually lied because, oh God, I've just caught myself out. Sometimes I'm a vegetarian. Well, I'm a vegetarian, but sometimes I had a hot dog anyway. So when people don't know, I'll have a hot dog. But I just think when you're
a plant-based sausage.
When you're at the cinema, though, it's fun, innit? Yeah. And then, but I remember getting mustard on myself because I got nachos and a hot dog, and I had me Tango Ice Blast. Well, let's do all the
walks
walking.
2 hours a day, yeah.
But then, so watching that, and then it got 2 minutes into the film, and it just started again, and I just thought, I'm an adult. I'm allowed to leave this situation.
Yeah.
So I just stood up and left, and then I looked back. And I felt so sorry for this woman, as obviously took her 11-year-old son. So her son's like, hey, and she's just like sat next to her. And I was like, God, that's hard.
Imagine watching like Fast and Furious or something, like you're on some sort of fucking roller coaster.
But that's what you're paying for that.
But I would rather that than fucking getting punched.
Yeah.
Like, if a little bit of this, I don't mind. Well, actually, that was awful as well. But like. Yeah.
I'd love that because the only time I've ever gone to, it's mad you said Ant-Man actually, because the only time I've ever gone to a cinema with the moving chairs was to see the first Ant-Man, and it was new at the time, and I was looking forward to trying it out. But there wasn't, because it's like the first one, it was all introducing him. There wasn't loads of action, and I don't know whether it was like new technology, so it didn't really do much. All I remember, the only memorable thing is he gets in a van, someone turned on the ignition, and it started going rum rum. while they were sat stationary.
And then you come.
Yeah, I was on my own like that with a hot dog.
Between that Ant-Man and my Ant-Man, they'd really thought about it. It was like, let's abuse these people.
Yeah, punch their heads off.
Honestly, I was fucking battered. I felt like I was being bullied.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Okay, just to circle back to this. Because I felt the person took the time to send it in.
Yeah. What was it again? Being trapped
in a room for 1 year, you've no phone, no books, no TV,
$1 million
nothing.
doesn't even go too far now.
All right,
really.
Sally boy.
No, but I mean, like,
He is right, though. I know. Buy a house and you're done, aren't you?
Yeah, like, if it was like
You're
20 years ago, it's like you can set your family up, you can do all that sort of thing, but like...
Yeah, you're not leaving work. You're literally not leaving your day job.
You're not leaving...
Unless you're working like Primark. Do you know what I mean?
You're not walking out of that room the same person.
No.
A year of isolation.
Okay, so what would you need to do it? Not money, but like what would you need in the room with you to do it?
That's a good question.
A door.
Because I could do it.
Yeah, probably is.
He thinks he's cracked the code, but he's locked. So he's like, no!
An open door.
But yeah, what would you need? Like,
that changes it completely for me because it's the whole distractions, like everything in life in it. People love entertainment because they just want to be distracted. I'm not saying my phone, but I'm just saying like consistent stimulus, isn't it?
Like a window that could open. But maybe I can't get out of it, but I need some sort of fresh air.
Yeah.
And I'd need like a walking machine.
All right, none.
No, but
no walking machine.
Well, like a running machine or a walking machine.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like I've had it, you know, when you've been working for ages and then you're like, I'm gonna have one of those days where I don't leave the house and then I don't move all day and then I can't sleep.
Yeah, and you're bored. You start getting annoyed. You sometimes I find myself like, what's the word? Like I'll like that. What's the word? Romanticize that idea. I would love a day where I can just do nothing, and then on the rare occasions where I get a day like that, 2 hours in, I'm like
that because like I'm going to Lanzarote on Sunday.
Yeah.
And me and Beth, we've worked so hard this year. Like we've done city breaks and stuff, but like listeners will know we didn't really love them. I was really ill for the first one, then Barcelona was just a bit of a write-off. So we're really looking forward to it, and we feel like we have earned it. And we're just like, I can't wait to just sit and do nothing. I know within 3 hours of sunbathing, I'm like,
well,
what we're doing then?
Go swimming or
yeah. There's other options, but like I do romanticize like just chilling out for a week. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
I honestly am like a dog.
Yeah,
like I need constant attention and walking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I'm just too much.
So the walking literally is quite important if that's the go-to for you.
If I don't walk, I'm like get too much, and I actually need tiring out.
Really? Yeah. Come on, Josh is going to be in too much. Let's take him for a few laps around the park.
But it's like if I don't,
I'm trying to watch a film here. He won't shut the fuck up.
But like if I don't gig for a week, I'm like,
yeah.
I think people get a bit sick of it.
Really?
So
yeah?
like, if as long as I'm walked and I've done a gig, then I'm like,
Are you
got my
autistic?
attention. So, well, my boyfriend said he thinks I don't think I'm autistic.
No.
I just think
because I really am, but like I get that a lot. Like this is what I mean. Like I'm gonna chill for 3 hours on holiday, and then I'm gonna need to do something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'll be like Beth, play with me. Do you know what I mean? Like I need something going
Well,
on.
because I've always been people have thrown autistic at me, but I don't think I am. And people have thrown like ADHD. I just think that's what people have thrown the most. I just think I'm an excitable boy. And I like to have a good time.
He's not
autistic. He's just not dull. He's not boring as fuck.
I like to have a good time walking from my mum's to Stockport.
This is tough though, isn't it? Because like if you had your phone, because that feels like the obvious answer. Give me my phone, I can watch movies, I can read books, I can go on social media, I can create stuff if I want to, I can write, you can literally do everything on your phone. But you also see everyone else living their life for a year.
Yeah,
and does that?
I wouldn't have my phone.
Because like you still follow your missus, you still follow your mates, you see them out. Does that not fuck with you more than being without your phone?
If I had my phone, my missus would still be sending me farts, lads, so I wouldn't. It wasn't even an option for me.
Them. This is the
How
problem,
much
isn't it?
can you fit in the room?
Okay, the room is twice the size of this studio.
That's
All right.
sick.
Oh yeah, that's all right then.
Yeah, you're not in like a tiny room. That's just fucking ruins it.
A running machine, some weights. You just get fucking.
You're gonna come out like Teddy Cruz,
You just get
aren't you?
fucking jacked, won't you?
He'll have a running machine and a douche in the mirror, and that's it. He's
Giving
just all
Titwank's
set.
hands free with his new pecs. Just fucking moving them
Um,
independently.
Yeah, I'd have.
Terry Chebs.
What I'm trying to think. A bed.
A bed, yeah, ideal.
I miss video games. I miss them now. I liked video games, but it's hard to fit in and when you're busy. Do you know what I mean? Like it's.
I play a bit of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I have a Wii still.
Yeah. Do
We
you?
have,
Yeah.
we have a Wii.
He's got one
Fucking
as well.
shout out the
Yeah.
Wii. So good. I hate how expensive Mario Kart is, by the way. 20 quid still. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
That's
CEX.
pre-owned.
That's cheap for a game from Nintendo.
CEX.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
You're a CEX. Yeah, you talked about getting DVDs from CEX on the last episode.
Did I?
You did, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, you got
Mafia,
Broadchurch and the guy fucked you over and you were fuming. He gave you the
Oh,
wrong disc, so
yeah.
it ruined the first season and then subsequently the second.
Yeah, I remember that. He put season 2 in season 1.
The weirdest thing about that story, though, is that you have a portable DVD player.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, do you
I don't
still
know
have
where
it?
it is.
Oh, devastated.
Do you know, I came in drunk and I moved a few things around and I don't know where they are.
So that's not
funny,
going
it's
in the
too
room.
portable.
Yeah.
He's lost it. Should we do another one? This
Yeah, go
one
on.
hasn't been sent in. I saw this one on Reddit and I thought it was a good one. It was a bit of you, this actually. I don't know how you're going to take that now, actually. But this says, today I fucked up by sending my mum a Snapchat of me climax. Oh, fucking hell. Let me read that again. Today I fucked up by sending my mum a Snapchat of me climaxing.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
How's that a bit of me?
Huh?
How's that a bit of me?
Just like climaxing.
I never send them to me mum by mistake.
Always on
gets-
purpose.
It's request.
So it says, I'm absolutely mortified. My boyfriend, male 25, and I, female 24, were talking and I decided to send him some spicy content before I went to work. And I guess I have early onset blindness because I sent a video with the sound on to my mum and boyfriend of me flicking the bean and squirting. Just my whole kitty out. The worst part is I didn't realise she got it until she sent a message saying what the fuck. I checked our messages because I was confused and lo and behold, there the video was. I immediately deleted it and apologised. Luckily she was fairly understanding, but I am so embarrassed and I honestly feel sick. I literally called my sisters crying and they all kind of cheered me up by laughing and saying it happens. The thing is, I still live with my parents and once I'm out of work I have no idea how I'm going to face her in person, so I've decided to run away and join a nunnery because I can't deal with the embarrassment.
Well, the nuns aren't going to take you, you slut.
People change.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you... I've never sent any sort of videos or photo ever since the fappening. That was my lesson. Don't do this. Do you remember the fappening?
Oh, do I remember it? I still use it.
I don't think she should beat herself up about
No.
it. It is a mistake that people make.
Easy to make.
I've not done it.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know how I've not done it, but I don't really send them anymore. Well,
Anymore?
I just alive. I've sent them to my boyfriend.
Really? I just don't...
Are you not a bit concerned
doing
with your
long
profile and
distance,
stuff?
yeah.
You're not a bit concerned with your profile and stuff? Like, what if you turned into a
Well,
knob
my
or something
agent
and-
said I shouldn't send.
Did you say
stuff
that?
like
to
this.
the
Send it to his agent.
No, yeah.
Not to me.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, I trust him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
He's
think
so body positive as well. He'd retweet it.
I don't get. Well, I would do. I don't think anyone's. Also, it's like if people are, oh, I saw you dick online. I'm like, well, all right.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You were looking at it.
Yeah.
Do you know, obviously, I don't want it to happen.
For me, it's because, like we discussed earlier, there's different stages to my dick. If the wrong stage was seen, I'd be devastated.
Yeah.
And if the right stage was
Yeah.
seen, I'd be
Obviously,
significantly less devastated. But
Yeah,
still.
yeah. If you've got that upward angle, then
Yeah.
you're flying, mate.
there's some stuff I
Mount
wouldn't
down.
want people to see. Yeah, definitely.
Like what?
More.
You don't have to answer.
'Cause
if
if
you don't
it-
You
want to,
do.
by the way.
There's a video. I've sent him a video of me fingering me bum, right? But I wouldn't even be bothered about that.
That's your question.
Wow.
When you had the camera on you and you were setting up the shot, did you do a little fart like you did with the mirror?
No. Can I tell you what I did yesterday?
Please.
He loves salt and vinegar discos.
Oh no.
Right.
No, that's
Oh,
a great choice.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But I don't
Heavy
like where this is going.
No,
I
it's
haven't
nothing bad, really.
Okay, good.
But I bought 10 packets, right? And I made a love art on the bed out of salt and vinegar discos. I'll show you the photo.
That's the most
That's
normal
so scally. I love when my boyfriend puts rose petals on the bed, so I want my salt and vinegar discos.
Imagine them walking in
And a
and singing.
Toblerone at the top. Can you?
Imagine them individually unwrapped, to be honest.
No.
Oh, that's less fun. I really thought they were going to be individually
Yeah, I
wrapped.
thought you meant like they were out, so that there's 2 tiers of it. There's like,
No.
oh my god, are they discos? Oh my god, my favourite flavour.
No,
that's less fun for me
No,
now.
because he wouldn't. He also
He'd
is
be
not.
mad that you wasted him, yeah.
He doesn't like mess. So,
Get your discos.
but
off
then,
the
so then he
fucking
came in, and that was funny. And he came in from work and was like, "I'm gonna jump in the shower." So then, while he was in the shower, I opened a packet and put the packet in between my bum crack, and I put a crisp on each cheek.
You should put them on your nipples. Just cover your nipples with
Well,
it.
I was gonna do the front, and do that funny one where you put the packet in front of your dick. But I thought it'd be more funny to put it in my cheeks. So I was waiting in the bathroom.
How long were you waiting for? Just like smiling.
Like 5 minutes. So I was really.
It's like when you're waiting to scare somebody. You take ages.
Because the packet were open because I took 2 out, so I didn't want to spill any. And so I was really like clenching my ass cheeks, trying to keep them together. And
If
I
you ever
did it.
split up, he's never eating discos again. He won't be able to look at him.
Always reminds me of you from this day
My
forward.
favourite, yeah, there is favourite.
That is commitment to the bit, though. Like he's like just staying there the entire time. Like he said,
It's
like,
just funny, isn't it?
yeah.
There's something about, like, do you ever use food in the bedroom?
No,
No, it's
No,
for me
not for
either.
you.
no.
Do you?
No, we don't. But I feel like I
want
might be
to?
open to the idea, but like I like the idea of it more than the actual reality. Like I think like because like we'd put yogurt on him and I'd just fucking like.
But I
cover
like-
it.
Yeah.
No.
I like dick to taste a dick.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
If it tastes of anything, that's a problem, is it not?
No, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't want any strawberry dick.
No.
Oh, I remember going into my mum and dad's bedroom as a kid and seeing 2 things that haunt me like to this day. I saw on a bedside what looked like, Parmesan, like shaker Parmesan, but it said sherbet lemon dick lick. It was like some fucking dick tasting powder. And then
Like
underneath,
chocolate, but for knobs.
exactly
So funny.
that. And then underneath was a box.
But
and it,
maybe if you've got your dad's dick, she thought, you know what, it might not be massive, but I'll make it taste good.
yeah, that's it. I've inherited the shit dick. And underneath, well, I mean, this sort of plays into that. Underneath was a game called 9.5 Inches, a game of sexual lies. So yeah, I never researched it. I don't know what the game is about
I
to
kind
this
of want to
day.
get it. We should play it on here. Get Josh on again.
Yeah, he'll walk in and I'll have the dick lick between my butt cheeks.
Yeah. No, I do like the idea of using it, but like it's like you say, it's a waste in it. Let's just have sex and then we'll eat the chocolate.
Yeah.
I
Keep
don't
it
see the
separate.
point in the food thing. It's just a mess. I'm weird about mess, like you said before.
Yeah,
like,
I
I
am
just
as
can't
well, yeah,
fucking.
it bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, salt and vinegar discos are a bit
You don't want them in
salty,
sex, yeah.
So I don't want that going anywhere near any of my holes.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, when you got a cut in your mouth when you're eating
Yeah.
something again, is that what you were worried about with your asshole?
Yeah,
If you
well, he
dropped
was
it,
joking. He had a full packet, and he was like, "Shall I finger you?" I was like, "Wash your hands."
that wasn't no.
Can I tell you one of the worst moments of my life ever?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I previously there's a new me, but I used to bite my nails a lot. All the time, like
That's not
really bad
common,
for it.
isn't
No,
it?
it's gross.
I
So
don't
isn't it?
do
I
it. I
fucking
don't
hate
like
it, and
it,
I'm out of
yeah.
the habit of it now. And I'm like, but only like recently I've really started to fucking get. I'm actually having a manicure on Saturday on my holiday, treating
nice.
myself. Yeah. But it was a horrible habit, and I was trying to break it for so long, and I've had like little like run throughs of trying to get out of it for years, and I got that. Do you know that nail varnish that like tastes horrible?
No.
You can get like a nail varnish that you put on your nails and it tastes horrible. So then as soon as you taste it, you go, oh, fuck, I'm not meant to bite my nails. And then you stop it.
Yeah.
It's like a really common way of doing it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. But long story short, I then fingered my girlfriend and then went down and all I could taste is it's absolutely bogging. It was genuinely like the worst moment of my life, but I didn't make the link at the time that it was that. So I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And yeah, the worst moment of my life I think I've ever had.
Well,
Was she
horrific.
fuming?
She still went down. He did the job. didn't
Yeah,
you?
you just got rid
No,
of it.
but was she annoyed that you made
No,
what that there?
no, because it's not like harmful or anything like that.
Yeah.
It just, like you say, it's just this. It's gross.
That's
just
grim.
absolutely
That
minging.
is grim.
But yeah, not a nice time. So I feel like I've really killed the vibes of the pod.
Well, I'm just,
I know we had discos in the arse. We were like, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Nail varnish on the
I'm
puss.
just
No.
more- would she mind you telling people that she had a smelly fanny for a little while?
Oh, it didn't smell. It just tasted like shit.
Oh, taste.
Yeah, but that was on me. It wasn't her.
Well, no, but I mean, either one.
No, it was an ex anyway.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, in
never
that case,
mind.
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
stab.
Yeah, open goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
fuck them.
Yeah. Now I just know not to do it, so I've never used
Yeah.
that stuff since I don't do it. But yeah, not a
Not
fun
ideal.
Time. Not a fun time at all.
Yeah, I've never worn nail varnish or nothing like that. I'm
Okay.
Should we wrap this up? We got a gigs to do. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to do an off your chest, but you've done it already, haven't you?
Okay.
Last time you were on. So do you want to do it? Have you
Do
got anything you want to
what
get off
I
your
said?
chest?
Do you
or?
remember what I said? Do you know?
I can't remember
Not
what you
off the
got
top
off your
of
chest last time.
So it's got to be something I don't like.
Yeah, just something that's happened to you
Or
this
did your
week.
head in?
If you don't like kids, if kids have annoyed you in some respects, or just somene's irritated you.
Right, it might
Anything
be
really?
quite boring though.
We can
No,
cut it
it's
if you
fine.
don't like it. If you want me to take it out.
I not hated, but there was someone who I had a dislike for, right?
grudge.
And then I've never really, like, especially in the last 10 years, like, proper. If someone annoys me, I'm just like, oh. But then, do you know when someone you just see them all the time, and then you just like, and then
What are you like?
just, but then I was really angry at myself for thinking mean thoughts about someone, and then I cried. Because I was like, I'm a terrible person. So then, does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think I actually kind of really related to that because when I was a kid, I was such a goody two shoes, and if I swore and stuff, it'd be like, the whole I wash that mouth out, that expression.
Yeah.
I heard it before, so I didn't swear for like a good while, and then I just fucking dropped an F-bomb. And I felt so guilty about it. I went and washed my own mouth out with soap. And my mum and dad were like, "What the fuck are you doing?
That's so
Did you swallow any? Did you swallow any?" And I'm like, "No."
That's so cute.
You're such a cock.
Fucking give me like,
Well, yeah, with this though,
send me your farts.
I actually don't dislike them as much now, but I also don't know if I dislike them because everybody does.
Yeah,
And then you just hearing stuff, and then
yeah, that does feed it though,
yeah.
doesn't
So
it?
I'm trying to just like
It's confirmation bias.
and trying to
as
be
well.
positive, but then I hear it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a boring one. I
No,
couldn't
it's
think
not
of
boring.
anything.
It's
It's
like,
not
I mean,
boring.
it helped us. Oh, that's gone off. That did the exact same thing on Daniel Muggleton's yesterday around this time. So we should have probably been prepared for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well.
Is that just the
that's
camera?
good. Do you want to? We did this with Daniel Muggleton. Do you want to come into this frame here so we don't have to swap it out? We just wrap it up and you do your plugs.
Yeah.
Come a
Hello.
bit closer.
Hello. You said that like you were popping into someone's
Hello.
window.
Just like this, then.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Look at this on Jonathan Ross. Do you?
There you go.
No.
I told you you'd end up bending over the table by the end of this.
You
If you give us
me if you tried. You couldn't take it.
Good, yeah, you're right. I couldn't actually. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Have you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm on tour.
Oh yeah, you are.
Well, I'm going on
Gobsmacked
tour. Yeah,
tour.
I'm doing a new tour that I need to finish writing. So yeah, and the tour starts in September, and we'll be at the Edinburgh Fringe. Follow me on Instagram, JoshyJones92, and there's a link in my link tree. Thank you.
Very exciting. So you done? Okay, good.
Is that it now?
It is now. You've got it out of shot again.